Huh. So today we're going to take a look at Good Smile Company's Chisato Nishikigi and Takina Inoue from the anime Lycoris Recoil. Um, I don't know what happened. I think last year I was in a weird anime high, so I was buying anime figures left, right, and center. And now that I have them, it's one of those things where I'm like, what the hell was I thinking? But they're here now, and I don't really regret buying them. They are, I mean, the pose, the sculpt, everything about them is really up there. So the quality's there, so I don't really regret it. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't know what to put these ladies in my room. I mean, I'm over my anime high now, so now looking at them, I'm like, I better figure out where to put these ladies. So that's the whole shebang of why I got these ladies. So with that being said, let's take a look at these gun-toting assassins, I guess. Oh. And here they are. We have Chisato and Takina. And yeah, honestly, like what I said before, their sculpt and their paint and their poses, yeah, it's really something. I don't really collect these types of figures, and I think I won't, but overall, these two are something I might keep. So with that being said, let's take a closer look at them. And first up, we have Chisato here, and as you can see, she has a very dynamic pose. It's one leg. So I'm wondering how they do this without the plastic bending over time, over heat and stress. I think there's like a metal rod in there or something. But overall, it's a very dynamic pose. I mean, she's even leaning. And her base is basically the emblem of the organization they work for. And even the bag is like, it's floating in midair. Yeah, this is her. Yeah, it's detailed to a point. I mean, can't really knock Good Smile Company's quality. This is her. It's not much to say out of packaging. She comes with the gun, which is loose, so you just have to finagle that in, and she's good to go. And yeah, you plug her into the base, and that's about it. It's really minimal assembly. This is her. Now this is all 1/7 scale, if you guys are wondering. So the one thing I don't like about anime figures is there's so many sizes. I wish it was like all uniform. So I'm pretty sure this will be the only 1/7 scale figure I have of an anime figure. So it's gonna, my collection is gonna be a bit wonky. Yeah, so with that being said, let's take a look at Takina. And here's a closer look at Takina Inoue, and her base only has the name of the anime, Lycoris Recoil, and she's brandishing a pretty serious machine gun thing, which emphasizes that scene in the first episode where she basically just kills a bunch of people with no discretion to her teammates. I don't know, I think she had enough that day. She just wanted to go home and just get the mission done. So this is her. I guess it's a defining moment in the anime when she did that, because if she did not do that, she would not have met Chisato, and they wouldn't have all these adventures together. So I guess this is a pinnacle moment in their relationship, I guess, if you want to go deep in the lore. But yeah, her stance is pretty standard, but what I do like, I don't know if I'll zoom in later, but her socks right here and her ankle, there's a dip, like the sock is gripping her ankle, so that's a very nice detail. And there's another detail, but I don't know how to explain it without being pervy, but oh well. So there's a scene in the anime here where it's fan servicing to a degree, I guess. So basically she doesn't wear ladies underwear, she wears like boxers, right? So I'm like, okay, yeah, I guess that's for the young kids, young boys, and all that. But when I got this figure, it comes with these papers, right? Let's see if I can get it. So essentially, these figures come with these protective paper, right, to wrap this figure so it doesn't rub against anything it shouldn't be rubbing against. And while I was removing, there was one, like, it was under her skirt, so I was tugging it, right, and then something fell apart. So I'm gonna have to cut here and show you what fell apart. But oh. So this is what essentially fell apart when I removed that paper thing. I don't know how it fell. It just fell like that. So I was wondering what the fuck this was. I mean, obviously it's a butt here. Then I remembered that episode, and then I thought to myself, that's a very strange attention to detail, honestly, to include this weird extra plastic to this figure. I mean, how are you going to pose this figure in a way that people can see that, oh yeah, she's actually wearing the boxers that she said in that episode? But here it is. So with that being said, maybe I'll show you how it looks on her. I don't know if whoever is inclined to know. What a weird day I'm having. And I guess whoever wants to know, this is how she looks like with, well, not really a box. As you can see, it's not really strapped in. I don't know how they did this or why they want to do it like this, but if you want to pose it like this, I mean, you know, it's your figure, you bought it, you do what you want with it, but that's weird, dude. That's weird. You can remove it to showcase her white panties, but yeah, I think I'm done talking about panties on this video. So with that being said, let's see how they look like with one another. Oh my god. And here's Chisato and Takina together. And yeah, they're, like I said, they're 1/7 scale figures, so I don't really know where they stand in my collection. But, you know, I don't regret getting them. Honestly, they look pretty stinking cool. Now the promo pic showed them back to back, but that didn't make sense to me since they are, well, she's on the way to kill someone, I guess, so she should be facing the same way. And yeah, in my opinion, I think the anime was okay. The ending was kind of stupid. Don't understand why they went that direction. But overall, it was a good time suck to watch. And this is them. So with that being said, let's take a closer gander at them and figure out a place for them in my room. And here's a closer look at Chisato. The paintwork, sculpting, and the pose, you can't really complain since it's from Good Smile Company. They tend to know what they're doing. But these seam lines kind of irk me a bit, especially with the price point they're selling these ladies at. I mean, you can't just buy one, right? You have to buy both of them. You have the gun there that shoots rubber bullets because she's one of those non-killing anime characters. She doesn't like killing. That's her personality, a bubbly, non-killing assassin, I guess. Then we have Takina that kills with no problem, but since Chisato is her partner, she can't really kill anymore. And yeah, I want to show you the dip with the sock and the ankle. Like you can see like the fleshy part coming out. So it shows like the sock is gripping her leg. It's a nice detail. You have the gun here, machine gun. Out of packaging, you have to insert this stock in and it's good to go. There's not much assembly required with these ladies. They're basically statues. Oh, they are statues. So yeah, this is Chisato and Takina from Lycoris Recoil. Hope I did the close-up justice. Just one more. Just show the paintwork on the eyes. It's not really paintwork, is it? It's like stickers. Or water transfers, I guess. So with that being said, let's try and find a place for these ladies in my room. Try. Shit. So this is where I'll stick the two ladies for now. Room is still in a state. I need to buy one more display case to organize everything. But I think it looks okay up here. So that kind of concludes my little review over these weird anime figures I bought when I was bored and in an anime high. I think we've all been there. So with that being said, thanks for watching. And as always, go get them. Huh. So I guess you kind of can pose them without their skirts. Hope the wife doesn't walk in on me.